vintage Prada bag, British independent sci-fi inspired watch brand. What do these two have in common? You're about to find out. Welcome to Not Your Average Watch Review. For those of you who don't know me, I am the wrist chick. I am a female watch enthusiast, and I have the pleasure of reviewing an incredible watch from the brand Isotope. So the first time I was introduced to this brand was at Intersect Watch Show in Charlotte, North Carolina. Met the guys that own the brand, awesome brand, and they reached out to me and asked if they lent me a watch, if I would do an honest review. I would wear it, enjoy it, and give the perspective of a female watch enthusiast, which, as we all know, this is a male-dominated hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. But women sometimes think a little differently about their watches than men do. So I am here today to give you the female perspective on an Isotope watch. Now, as you can see, I do not have professional cameras. I do not have lighting. It's me, an iPhone 14, and these microphones that I bought off Amazon. So let's get into it. First impressions. When I got this watch, I didn't know anything about it. Opened it up. Immediately, the first thing I noticed was the dial. So you've got this pyramid-shaped dial. Love the color. Love the bracelet. First impressions, clean, easy to read.
This is the Isotope Flyway Terra Maris 36mm collaboration piece with Miguel Zebra, limited to 100 pieces, 100-meter water resistant, Swiss Landern mechanical movement.
Now, Isotope sent me this with one rule: wear it and enjoy it. So I am going to let you guys know today what it's actually like to wear this watch in my life, and not just sit here, rattle off specs, all that stuff. There's tons of videos like that are super informational. I really love watching those videos, but I wanted to come at this a little bit differently, more my style as someone who's just very enthusiastic about watches, a female collector, and I think to really know a watch, you need to wear it. So I'm going to let you know what it was like to wear this baby from Isotope. First, how does it feel on my wrist? It feels good. I like a heavy watch. I like bigger watches. I'm known to wear 40mm watches. This is a 36mm. I have a 6.25-inch wrist. I think it fits perfectly on my wrist. I think that this is a great choice for women, especially because some women smaller wrists than I do, so I think this might look a little bit oversized on them. For me, I think it's the perfect size. Obviously, most watches are unisex. I think a man could wear this watch as well, but from the woman's perspective, it's not overbearing and it's enough to make a statement, but doesn't swallow my wrist. Next thing I like about it, another thing that makes it very wearable is the shape of the case, and also it has this really cool sapphire crystal, which is a paraboloid is what they call it, aka it's a Pringle. So the shape of this case, again, no cameras, you're not going to see up close shots here, I'm so sorry, but it's a Pringle shaped sapphire crystal, and it makes the watch more readable. It is so cool. That was something I noticed right away. And again, from a woman's perspective, you may not hear this from men, but what I love about this, the overall feel of it, it does not snag on fabric. This may not be something everyone cares about, but some women really care about this because I wear silk dresses. I wear all different types of material. I wore this out for an entire week, my day-to-day life. It did not snag on anything. It's very smooth, and that was something I appreciated as a female. So thank you, Isotope, for making a watch that does not snag on fabric. Next, I would say, from the female perspective, and this could also apply to men as well, the crown on this. Now, some people may not think a crown is important, but this one is not overbearing where it sticks out super far, but it's very easy to grasp. And so if you're a man with big fingers, I know that guys have complained that they can't always, use the crown. For women, if you have long nails, like acrylic nails, it is almost impossible to set your watch. This one, the crown sticks out enough that even with long nails, you can access it. So, again, another fun fact, as a female, very easy to actually use this watch day to day. Now, for my life, I don't talk about what I do for a living. I wish it was just watches, but it's not. I cannot wear this watch to work. So for me, for my lifestyle, this is a watch that I would have to wear when I get home from work. But I wore this all week, right after I got out of work, grocery shopping, all the things. I drive a Jeep Wrangler, very high off the ground. You have to climb up into it. So wearing this watch, I felt, even getting in and out of my car, I'm pulling, grabbing, it doesn't ding on anything. It's not too bulky. I really like that about this watch. So I'm aware that it's on my wrist because it's heavy enough, but it doesn't feel like clunky to me like some other watches that I've worn. So that I really liked about this watch. Next, as a woman, some women care about this. I can't speak for all women. I can speak for myself and maybe some. I like things to match, okay? So when I brought up that Prada bag earlier, now I don't know if you've ever seen a watch review with a Prada bag in it, but this is very important, okay? Listen up. Vintage Prada. Look at the dial on this watch, this fume dial, okay, with this bag. It's gorgeous. It matches. I'm into it. So these are things that women sometimes think about. It's matching and having like a cohesive outfit. So if you're wearing this, okay, that is cool. That is cohesive. I know the metals don't match. Some women that might drive them insane, but for me, I don't mind mixing metals. I thought that this goes with a lot of stuff. Now, also, how do you make a sci-fi inspired watch very Miami? You can do it. I did it. I found a way. I have it all here right now for this review. The solution to wearing, what watch do you wear with animal print, guys? This is very important. I know you're all dying to know. You can wear an animal print mini dress with an Isotope watch. Look at this thing. The brown with the bag. Okay, guys, look at this. There's an outfit. All right. Woman's perspective. There you go. I made Isotope Miami, okay? It can be done. You can take any watch from any brand and make it your own. That's what I love about these independent brands, especially. So, for those of you who know me, see me on social media, meet me in real life, I tend to gravitate towards the bigger brands. That's just me being honest. Cartier, Rolex, Zenith, brands like that. I have been to tons of shows. I've been to Wind Up Watch Fair, Intersect, Watches and Wonders, all different types of things. When I meet these independent brands, it's amazing to me the creativity behind all of them. And the fact that you can actually sit with the owners, like never in my life will I be sitting with the CEO of Rolex and talking about how they made this pyramid shaped dial. It's never going to happen, but what you're getting with these independent brands is that personal connection. And so for me, I'm a little bit picky. I'm not going to lie. I can't lie about my collecting, what I'm into. So for me to try this micro brand, this independent brand, and really genuinely like it is awesome. And for me, I look for things like quality. I look for the finishes on a watch. I look for readability. I know not everybody uses their watch to tell time. I actually do. So that was something that I really liked about this watch. And again, you don't want to put these brands like in a box and say, oh, it's a sci-fi inspired watch. I'm not going to like it. I wear cheetah print. I wear Prada. No, you can wear this watch, okay? And it can match with your style if you have an open mind. You may not like every watch from that brand, but you can make it work. And that's what I love about watches. So this piece in particular, what I learned about it, Terra Maris is land and sea. So Isotope does really creative, really interesting watches. And so this watch really has a story to it. And, for me, that I like that part of it. And also, if you're someone that doesn't geek out over specs of watches or the movement, and, this is an automatic movement. So I like that about it as well. You could just appreciate the way it looks. And so for me, again, love the dial. It has that fume, light to dark effect, and it has a great story behind it. So overall, honest opinions here. I actually really like this watch, and would I wear it? Absolutely, because it fits into my lifestyle. And I am someone who doesn't always go by the watch etiquette of, oh, this is a dress watch, this is a sports watch, this is a dive watch. You can only wear them doing those things. I don't dive, so I wear my watches all different ways. So again, I wore this out with a cheetah print dress and a Prada bag, and I would call this a sports watch, with the bracelet the way it is. And that's what's so great about watches. You could do whatever you want with them. There are really no rules at the end of the day. So, this watch, any negatives? That's what everyone's always looking for. Is there any negative about the watch? Tell us what you hate about it, blah, blah, blah. I don't see a major negative. The main thing, if I'm being honest, I think that people may have an issue with, which I think is the problem with a lot of independent brands, is the price point. So this is priced at $1,389 US for this movement. It also comes in another movement, which is a little pricier. Now, that's where people start comparing other watch brands to this. So this is still a sub 2000 watch, but you are getting high quality. You're also, which I'm learning, because again, I purchased the big brands, you're also buying the brand. You're not just buying the watch. And so if you could look at it that way and not like, oh, I can get an entry level watch into a bigger brand for that same price, you're getting a personal connection with a brand, with these amazing people who are in such a competitive market. Really, like we all know, look at social media, go to a watch show. There are thousands of watches. It is so competitive. So I think with independent brands, what I'm learning is, you know, it's not just about, oh, I could get a different watch for that price point or a more well known watch brand. To me, you are buying quality, you're supporting a smaller company, and you're really having that connection with them, which I think is awesome. And then you're kind of part of the family once you're in. So overall, absolutely love this watch. I think this is something I would hope to have in my collection someday. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think about this watch, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now.